Jai Shri Krishna friends. Today we will learn about all the significators of Venus. Venus is all about our wealth, convenience, that is our vehicles, then our clothes, which mostly are of branded when Venus is in exalted state, ornaments, hidden treasures, and it's an amalgam of dance, instrumental music, and song. He's a lover of music. Perfumes, flowers are also seen from the position of the Venus. Cohabitation, living in live-in relationships, and pleasure of wife, bed pleasures are all seen from Venus. Big houses, villas, or mansions are also seen from Venus. Billionaire who has a huge wealth, people who have huge wealth is seen from the position of the Venus. Love is a lover of poetry. Love marriage is also seen from the position of the Venus. If the Venus as the lord of the seventh house is residing in the fifth house, then there are chances that there will be a love marriage. It loves to indulge in all kind of luxury, and we are having the expensive phones these days like Apple phones, Apple tabs, and all those stuff. And he loves to wear branded clothes, and he loves cohabitation with beautiful ladies. I will describe that trait by giving an example through a story. Uh, Secretaries, because he is the uh, counselor of the asuras or demons, so his secretaries and ministerships is also represented by the Venus. As I told you, he's a chief advisor of demons. He's very soft spoken. He's a karaka of marriage. All the holy celebrations are done when when the Venus was rising on the sky. Holy all holy deeds and marital happiness is seen from Venus. Venus signify wife in the male chart, and for female, uh, Jupiter represents her husband. Venus dressed in clothes of various shades. He got curly hair. He got huge body with shaped limbs, properly balanced body. And Ayurvedic dosha is falcum and windy diseases. His body color is Dhruva sprout. Is very handsome. He got big eyes, though his one eye is not in a proper condition. It maintains virile power, or it has jurisdiction over semen. Wealthy men are seen from Venus. Songwriters, singers, businessmen, sensualist, a dancer, a weaver, prostitutes, pimps, a peacock, a cow, a buffalo are all seen from the Venus. They are the Karkatva of the Venus. Its duration is 15 days. As Brahmin by caste is Rajasic in nature. The season represented by the Venus is spring. When the birth of the native is on the daytime, it represents the mother, and when birth occurs in the night, it represents the maternal aunt. Maternal aunt. It governs our generative organs. It's a female planet on the series of Moon, Rahu, and Venus. Its deity is goddess Lakshmi. It's a watery planet, the represented by Venus, and the matter and the stone is diamond. Silver is the metal. Its color is white. Its taste is sour or acidic, and all creeping trees are represented by Venus. Venus got exalted in Pisces at 27 degree and debilitated in Virgo at 27 degree. Its smooth Trikona Rashi is Libra from 0 to 5 degree. Its own sign is from 6 to 30 degree Libra. It loves to wear expensive clothes, women, luxury, youthfulness, pride is seen from Venus. Its direction is southeast. It's salty in taste. And our Vedas, Yajurveda is represented by Venus. Prostitution, cosmetic products, beauty parlors, expert in he's expert in Bharatanatyam, and it represents urinary tracts. Now we'll describe you some traits from the Puranas. There's a story that Venus has a talent that not even Jupiter possesses because he can raise the dead with the help of the Sanjivini vidya. That is why Venus is the mightiest of all the planets. He is the guru of the asuras who serve him night and day because he uses the Sanjivini vidya. He is immensely astute and a true Brahman. He is an expert in every form of learning. All who worship him achieve the most cherished desire, and those who observe his night vow for 1 year become happy and vigorous, obtain children and good fortune. The fortunate, charming Venus has a medium sized, well nourished body, long hands, prominent shoulders, a broad chest, and a dark, short curly hair. Overflowing his virility, he is intelligent, handsome, and sensuous. His constituents is Kapha and Vata, Vat and Kaph Prakriti, and his color resembles that of a snow or a white jasmine flower. He himself is a significator of eye in a horoscope, though the Siman Uva of the southeast of Friday of Libra and Taurus. Venus is also known by the names such as Ushnas, the brilliant, the poet, the white, the pure. He who reached the far shores of the Vedas and Vedangas is a possessor of great intelligence, the knower of politics and the Asura Gurus. Venus is the son of Rishi Brighu by his wife Paloma. Brighu Rishi, like Angiras Rishi, born, born directly from Brahma's semen, which means that Venus and Jupiter, these two impeccable adversaries, are first cousins. Once Brighu was performing intense penance on the Mandar Mountains, and Venus, who was then a boy, used to attend his father's need. It happened one day when Brighu was observed in a deep meditative trance, and the lonely Venus was appreciating the beauty of the sky above him. The exceptionally beautiful Apsara, Vishwachi, swan into his keen, seeing her so filled the boy's heart with delight that he sat stock still, absorbed in her bewitching charm, and all his thoughts became centered on her. In order to distract his attention from her, his mind followed Indra to Indra's word, when he was received with honor. But as he was sightseeing in heaven, he unexpectedly came across the Apsara whose beauty had drawn his mind there in the first place. Then they fall in love at first sight of each other, and to fulfill his desire, Venus created a hut from thick foliage in a small corner of heavens, which he then enveloped in darkness. That couple thereupon indulged in love making in their bower for 8 cycles of 4 ages. Then when Venus' good karma had finally been used up, he fell from heaven down to the moon, whence his soul reached the earth through rain that fall on a rice paddy, entering the semen of a Brahmana who ate that rice, and then entering the womb of that Brahmana's wife via his semen. Venus was reborn in that Brahmana's family. He then led an astute life on Mount Meru for as long as the life of a progenitor of that epoch, until his path again crossed that by Vishwachi, who had been cursed to live there as a female deer. He fell in love with the deer and mated with her. The result was a human child, who distracted his mind for his meditation. The Brahmana who had been Venus died of snake bite. Shiva also taught Venus the Sanjivini Vidya, which is otherwise known only to Shiva, his wife Parvati, and their two sons Ganesha and Skanda. In addition, Shiva named Venus the best of the planets and told him that his rise in the sky would inaugurate the performances of all auspicious rituals. It is for this reason that marriages are performed only when Venus is rising in the sky. Venus himself has enjoyed several wives and has been blessed with daughters and sons. Venus became Lord Shiva's son in this way. There's a story that once Parvati playfully covered Shiva's eyes, which plunged the universe into immediate darkness. Hurriedly freeing those eyes, Parvati returned light to the cosmos and saw before her a young boy. When she asked her husband whence the child had come, he, Shiva replied laughingly, "You created him by creating darkness. O goddess, he is your son. Let us call him Andhakaraka, darkness." Because Parvati refused to accept the child, Lord Shiva presented Andhaka to the Asura Hiranyakashipu as an adopted son, and the boy rapidly grew into a stalwart demon who, har- who harried the gods mercilessly. When during a war with the Devas, the army of this Andhakarka was annihilated by the overwhelming powers of the celestial army, he fled from the fields of battle and took refuge with his preceptor Venus, who reassured him and revived the Asura's hosts. Angered at these tactics, Lord Shiva captured Venus and swallowed him, and while he was thus trapped inside Lord Shiva's body, the fortunes of war turned decidedly against the Asuras, and when Venus wandered about in Lord Shiva's body for 100 celestial years, inside Shiva's belly he saw all the various universes, all the Devas and the Asuras, and even the war. Eventually, finding no other way to exit, he emerged through Shiva's penis and then paid obeisance without delay to that great god Shiva. Very impressed by this feat, Shiva named him Shukra, which means white, the planet Venus and semen, and acknowledged him as his son, thus fulfilling his promise. It is to say that Venus is the son of Shiva, the planet who possessed the